Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Gavin Reads It All, and welcome to episode 5 of Emboss or Toss. I have pretty much already finished my coffee that I made for this introduction. This always seems to happen, but as we know, Emboss or Toss is a series that really helps me to pick any kind of book in my home library that I own and I need to read. So any book on my TBR is fair game. If I enjoy the book, I emboss it, and if I don't enjoy the book, then I toss it. So this is episode 5, and I'm just doing like little random kind of themes for each episode at the minute. And I will leave a link to the playlist down below if you've missed any of the previous episodes. I have been obsessed with like TBR games recently. Now, they were pretty popular back when I kind of started on BookTube, and I even had a TBR game myself called Play Your TBR, right? I'm not playing that today, although maybe I might play it at some point in this video because it has been a while. It's been a long time. But actually, I have been getting obsessed with TBR games again, and there is someone called Sylvia from Library Unbounded. Now, please do go show her all the support, all the love, because I think she's created such an incredible TBR game that she's actually made like a digital version that people can use themselves, and it is so incredibly amazing what she has achieved. And I was watching her most recent TBR video, which was her June TBR video, and it just made me laugh so much, and it looked so much fun, and I really wanted to play it myself. So all credit goes to Sylvia. Her TBR game is essentially the Lord of the Reads. There is a whole like board game element to it. There are cards. There's like so many different factors into it that I will obviously link Sylvia's original videos down below so that you can see more about it, because I don't want to get like too much into like the rules and stuff of it. I kind of just like want to play it, and then if something relevant comes up that I need to explain, then I will explain it. But at the minute, I'm just like, let's get straight into it, because I really want to find out what my TBR is going to be for this Emboss or Toss episode. And in the previous Emboss or Toss videos, I kind of find out what I'm reading throughout the episode. But in this one, this will be the first time when I kind of pick a TBR at the very start of the video. So let's do it. Let's get into it. So this is the digital version, which she offers up for free. Like, she also has like a printable version in the description of her Lord of the Reads videos as well. So honestly, like, I'm just blown away by the dedication and the creativity behind this. It's incredible. But as you can see here, there are characters at the top, and you do end up starting with a character. So like, say if you get Gandalf, you have +1 bonus points for fantasy books. Say if you got Merry, you are allowed to reuse one book from last month. If you get Pippin, allows you to re-roll the dice once, things like that. So there's lots of things going on there, but she definitely better explains everything. But let's just get started. Let's see what happens. So like, who will accompany you? Let's find out. Ooh, Legolas. I get Legolas. Okay, what was his? I can't remember what his thing. Oh, here it is. His thing is allows you to look at the cards you select once. Okay, cool. So this is the game, the board game, and you have to like essentially get to like the end. These this is so funny. Like, I don't want to spoil Sylvia's video, but Sylvia's June video, she kept kind of like landing on them, and it takes you back to like the last section. So like, say if I landed on that one, I would have to go back to the start. If I landed on this one, then I would have to go back to this one. So like, it can have like a bit of a setback if you end up landing on those. So what I'm trying so hard to do is avoid those as possible, because I don't want to have too many books in this Emboss or Toss video. I would love potentially like maybe 5 or 6 books to read in this video. I think that's a pretty happy medium. So let's do our first spin. Let's do our first roll and see what we get. So I've gotten a 1. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So there we go. 1. Here is the card. Read a book based on a true story. Riddle of Strider. Again, like, I love all the cards and stuff as well. Like, I'm not explaining this at all, but like, there's cards, so whenever you land on like a blank space, there is a card that you can get. And again, like, these are so well crafted and so well designed. But read a book based on a true story. Do I have anything like that? Like, this is like actually a really hard, because again, I only want to focus on the books that are on my physical TBR. So do I even have it? Like, because that would be almost like a non-fiction. There could actually be maybe a horror that was based off a true story that I might own. I mean, I wasn't exactly counting this, but I have been fascinated by obviously Scream. Like, Scream is my favorite horror movie, and I love the franchise so much. And I've had this, which is like a behind the scenes kind of look at Scream and all of the films. And yeah, it all began with Scream by Padraic Maroney. I could read this for the first prompt, because it is based on a true story, because it's like to do with the Scream franchise. So if you're a fan of Scream, let me know. The first film is the best film, but I do love pretty much all of them. Haven't been the biggest fan of the newer films, but still a good time. Yeah, I feel like that's like the only like based on a true story book that I actually have, other than a Titanic book, and we're not reading the Titanic book. Okay, perfect. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked that. I mean, read a book that features that would be cool, but I accidentally clicked that. I shouldn't have clicked that. Right, we're gonna roll again. 7. Okay, where does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that was so close to being the void, Into the Void. Unfinished Tales. Read a book that has an adaptation. Okay, oh, that's actually really, really cool. I haven't prepared this at all because I didn't know what I would end up getting, but there are so many books that have an adaptation that I could read. Oh, one of them as well, and it would actually be so cool because it's short enough. Oh, there's 2 actually that I could do for this. So 2 that sprang to mind immediately are books that were made into Studio Ghibli films, although I feel like maybe this was inspired by the film. Was the film based on this? I need to do my research. Okay, actually, I don't think I can do My Neighbor Totoro for it because I think this was like a novelization. So it's not that this came first, the movie came first. So actually I might do When Marnie Was There by Joan J. Robinson. I've had this for quite some time, and this inspired the Studio Ghibli film of the same name. And it's a Studio Ghibli film that actually like made me cry a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see what the actual book is like and if it's like accurate to it. And I'll explain what all these books are about when I like get to them. But okay, we've got 2 books so far. Okay, we're off to a good start. Spin again. No, not spin. Roll again. Fuck. Okay, we're back to the start. That's fine. That's fine. Let's roll again. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't that what I got before? Oh, I was near about saying. I can't remember now. I'm already forgetting. Okay, what's next? Read the oldest book on your TBR. I think this means actually what was published first. I don't think it's like the book that you've had the longest, but actually what, you know, was published first. Yeah, this is like the actual oldest book on your TBR. So it'll have to be a classic. It'll have to be one of these over here. I'm trying to think what would be the oldest. I have a feeling it might be The Vampire by John Polidori. When did this come out? 1819. Okay. And then I also have H. Rider Haggard, King Solomon's Mines. Oh, 1885 for this one. So definitely The Vampire, I think. And Other Tales of the Macabre by John Polidori. I have been wanting to read this again, like for such a long time, actually. And I think this might be one of the earliest works of fiction to include vampires, if not where it kind of originated. And apparently, actually, this tale of the vampire was a product of the same ghost story competition that produced Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Yeah, Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein because there was like kind of like a competition going on, I think with her and some other contemporaries at the time. And so this was like kind of inspired by the same thing. So yeah, I think that's my oldest one in terms of, you know, release date. So let's do, please do not give me a 2. Do not give me a 2. Oh my God. A 1? Why are you giving me low numbers? Okay, let's click. A Long Expected Party. Read a book that's been on your TBR for more than 2 years. Okay. Longer than 2 years, but also one that I kind of fancy reading would be pretty good. Here we go. You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi. I've had this on my TBR since 2022, I believe. So there we go. There's another one done. Okay, please get a 2 or above. Please. Let's not do this again. Oh, wait, hang on. That's what I wanted. I wanted a 2. Oh my gosh, amazing. 2, excellent. I can go there. Oh my God. I mean, I could still get the next 2, but still, we're past it. We're past it. Read a book inspired by or set in the East. Ooh, okay. Oh, would this count? Would this count? Would this count? Would this count? The Jasad by Sara Hashem. Okay, I might have to research a little bit more, but I think this might count for this prompt. So this is the one that I'll use for it. Look at the stack. The stack is already getting quite big. Next we have 2. This is literally making me want to have so many freaking books. I already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay. Read a hardback book with silver on the cover. Okay, this is nice and broad. Hardback with silver on the cover. Silver, silver, silver. Silver, silver, silver. Come on, something's... Oh, hang on. Ooh, 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 I've got one. Grown by Tiffany Dagsson. This has silver in the title. I can't really see it very well right now, but yay, okay, that works. I need a really high number, please. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or above, please. 7 or above. I want to have a massive one. The TBR jar shall decide your fate. Okay, so I don't have a TBR jar. However, I do have, my old crusty ass spreadsheet, but I've only got all the books on my TBR. So we're going to do a random number generator and pick a book from that way because I don't have a TBR jar. So let's just quickly generate 100. Oh, nice. And number 100 is going to be You Are Nothing. True. Accurate. Okay, this is fine because this is actually a joke book that I got from Iceland. It's a collection of cartoons by Hugleikur Dagsson. Oh my God, I've said that so wrong. It is so mean. You Are Nothing. And it's literally, it's really awful humor, dark humor. Oh my God, it's just a joke book, which is honestly fine because that means I'll get through it in probably an hour or something. Okay, let's spin again. Please, a higher number. 9, yay! Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're doing TBR jar again, which is the random number generator. So another one is 266. So 266 is, please be a good one. Throne of Secrets. Oh, I don't have the first book. I can't read it. I don't have the first book. I should have taken that off. Oh, but it was so close to being It All Began with a Scream. I'm going to have to do it again because I should probably get the first book before I read that one. 169. The Magic Cottage by James Herbert. Oh, sugar. The Magic Cottage. I think this is a horror or something like that because this came in an Abominable book box. So there we go. That's a nice random ass one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, don't get 9 again. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my God, I'm so close to finishing. Oh my God. We'll read a short book under 300 pages. That's perfect. Oh my God, it's now being nice to me. It is now being nice. Is there anything that's under 300 pages that I could use? Galileo. This one is just over 140 pages, but it's Lemon by Kwon Yeo-sun. And I bought this one when I was in Paris 3 years ago now. No, 2 and a bit years ago. So I've been very interested in reading that. I have pretty much finished. I think I still need to roll though. So 3, and then we get to the finish. We made it. Pick a book as a reward. Oh, I can actually pick a book as a reward, any book. Is this something that I'm really, really excited to read? Something I've been anticipating and I just kind of want to read it. You know what? I'm going to say it's a big one. And I was thinking, should I save it for our fantasy bingo? And that's The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. This is massive. I probably should not be picking a massive book. Yeah, it's over 600 pages. But honestly, I'm really fancying this. I'm really, really fancying it. I don't think there's anything I fancy more at the minute. Because, I mean, actually there are books that I fancy more, but they're for video projects and shit. Okay, I think this is the one. I think I'm going to put The Raven Scholar on here. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 books on my TBR for this video. Are you kidding me? But that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I would say definitely play the digital version, or if you want to, there is a printable version, a version you can print. Please do go show Sylvia all the love. She's done something so incredible with it. I'm very excited to get into my emboss or toss video. I'm hoping at least half of these get embossed, but it'll knock off some really good ones off my TBR if you ask me. But yeah, make sure you like this video if you enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into Emboss or Toss episode 5. So I have decided to start this video with Lemon by Kwon Yeo-sun, and I'm already 2 chapters in. I'm on page 47, and I don't know how to kind of categorize this one. The main kind of premise seems to be about the murder of a girl back in 2002, and we follow her sister, Daeon. She is, I guess, kind of the main character, but from the first 2 chapters, she was kind of the narrator of the first chapter. There was someone else as the main narrator of the second chapter. So it seems like we are switching POVs. And yeah, it seems like it might be kind of maybe a literary crime kind of book. The first chapter, I was actually kind of fascinated by. The first chapter was a interrogation. And I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, there are videos of this YouTube channel that uploads videos of people being interrogated, and like they've got the security camera footage, and you see suspects getting interrogated by the police, by detectives, and this person like breaks down what is going on in this moment, and they break down the tactics that the detectives are using, as well as anytime like the suspect says something that might be suspicious, things like that. And so like I am kind of a little bit fascinated by what goes on in an interrogation room, and the first chapter does predominantly focus on a suspect being interrogated, and we find out that this crime, it's a cold case, like it's gone unsolved, but there were a couple of people who were questioned about it who were like the main suspects, but they didn't get charged for it. So to me, at the minute, it seems like this might be the kind of story where this murder is getting unraveled, but something strange is going on with the victim's sister. I don't know how much I can say about what's going on with her, but she seems to be a little bit strange. And the main character of the second chapter is somebody who knew her and her sister back at school, and they've come across her and they realize like just how different she is and how changed she is, which obviously could be to do with grief, but there's something a little bit uncanny about it as well. That's really hard to kind of describe right now without revealing too much, but I am fascinated by the sisterly relationship between, you know, the girl who got murdered and her surviving sister. And it does look like the next chapter is back into being Daeon's main point of view. So it seems to be a little bit weird, like the way it's kind of flipping back and forth, but so far so good. This is translated from Korean by Janet Hong. So the translation so far seems to be good. I don't have any complaints about it. Oh, and you know what's so crazy as well? I was reading the second chapter and we find out that the murder happened on July 1st, 2002. Today is July 1st as I'm reading this. Not 2002. This is not 2002. This is 2025. But the fact that the murder happened on July 1st is crazy to me. I had no idea. And I pick up this book and I read it on July 1st. Stroke of genius, if you ask me. Stroke of genius. Yeah, I'm genuinely fascinated about this whole sisterly thing. And even at the end of the first chapter, her sister says, I know who the murderer is. That's why I did what I did, and I know I'll never be free from this crime until the day I die. I don't understand. I mean, I have a theory, and just judging off that line, maybe you have a theory as well. But yeah, there's part of me that's like, I kind of don't know what's going on as well. It seems a little bit big. And the chapters do seem like they're spanning quite a few years, like 17 years that it's spanning. So first chapter is 2002, then 2006, 3 chapters in 2010, 1 in 2015, 1 in 2017, and then the last one in 2019. What a strange structure of a book. And the chapters are a little bit short. And also the writing is like quite big. And whenever there is like the end of a chapter like this, there's a whole blank page before the next chapter starts. So this is going to read so much quicker than I anticipated. I do have Patreon reading sprints in like 25 minutes. So I'm most likely going to end up finishing this during sprints. I do like this. Do I think this is a book that I will emboss and keep? I don't know at the minute. I really don't know. It would really depend on how the mystery kind of unfolds. Would this count as a thriller? Would it count as crime? Would it count as literary? I don't know. So it'll depend on some of the answers I get, whether or not I keep this or not. But yeah, I anticipate finishing this during sprints, and then I'll have to pick something else straight away to read. I really do feel like maybe I should have spaced out the shorter books and the big books. So maybe I should have started with the big book and then had more smaller books in the middle. I just fancied this the most at the minute. This is what I fancied today. And again, with the murder happening on July 1st, and it's July 1st, my brain needs to be studied. Also, you might not have seen this, but in one of my recent vlogs that I posted, in fact, in a couple of them, I mentioned that I was getting another bookcase for my living room because when I had all of those books that I was unhauling to donate to the library, they were taking up so much space in my cupboard, in my bath, but because all of those books are now gone and donated, I could actually find a couple more boxes that had like some of my movies in and like my Blu-rays and games that I had, oh shit, set off the cat toy, that I had packed up since moving here. A year, oh my God, I just realized it's July 1st. Today is exactly 1 year since I moved into this house. This time last year, I was moving into this house and it was so stressful. Oh my God, what a stressful day that was. Oh my God. Oh my God, I need to celebrate. Oh, I don't have any wine. You know what? During the first sprint, I'm going to have to nip to the corner shop and get my favorite red wine. Hopefully they still have it in there. Oh my God. How could I? Maybe I can go just before sprints. What time is it? I mean, I've got like 20 minutes. Oh, anyway, I'll quickly show you. I finally managed to unbox like the last of the boxes that I had from a year ago, and I managed to get the other bookcase up in the corner of the living room. And yeah, I do love me a good movie Blu-ray, a TV show Blu-ray. I used to collect those before I collected books. And I used to have way more than this, by the way, as well. Way more. And then money got really tight in like, I want to say like 2019, 2020. So I ended up selling so many of them. And this is kind of all I have left. I think I got to like around about 1,000. I think I collected like 1,000 Blu-rays. And now these are like all the ones, and there's like some DVDs in this as well. And now these are all the ones that I have left. Because yeah, money was tight. I had to sell as much as I could. But I like it. I like it in the corner of the living room. I like it, you know, by the kind of TV area there. And it just feels so much nicer and stuff. So still making changes to the living room and the house in general a year later. Exactly a year later. Oh my God. I want to stop this update because I need to run at the shop now. I need to run the shop. I might get some snacks. I might get some treats for myself just to celebrate 1 year. I've just left the house and it's starting to rain. I better get in before it like really comes down though. I do not want to get wet today. Got it. I've got the goods and it's definitely starting to pour down now. Okay, I have just finished Lemon and I'm only in my second sprint as well, so this was really quick. I really didn't like it. Like, there were a couple of chapters that actually pissed me off. And not because of the subject matter, but because of the format of it. For one thing, this is very much unreliable narrators. This is very much leaving things open-ended. This is very much, you're not going to get any fucking answers. And while sometimes that can be very effective in books, I finished this book and I was like, what's the point? Like, what is the actual point of this book? It does explore grief. It's so heavy-handed though. And it does explore kind of like status and wealth and shit like that. Again, very heavy-handed. Everything is kind of given to you. And the things that pissed me off though, so there's a couple of chapters, again, like each chapter is like almost a different format in a way. There's a couple of chapters where the main character is speaking to a doctor and it turns into first person, but you never hear the doctor. So you only get like one side of the conversation. So in one of the chapters, it was a phone conversation with the doctor and you only hear the main character's side of the conversation. And so I hate this because I think it's so poorly written. But like when that happens, you get the main character always repeating what the doctor says. Always repeating that question. So you get like, oh, what do you mean I did this? Oh, what do you mean? Why do I think this? Oh, you think this? And like repeats exactly what the doctor apparently says that we can't hear or say. So I'm like, I find that so blatantly obvious that that is a writing technique that is trying to show us only one side of the conversation. But in doing so, we're getting repeated all the things that the doctor's saying, but we don't hear what the doctor says. And then in a later chapter, she actually sees the doctor in person and the thing is repeated again. And it's just so annoying because it's over and over again. Because it's always like, oh, repeated question. It's just, I hated it. I genuinely hated it. Like this. Your church ran my work twice in their weekly bulletin. Pardon? How do I know which church you attend? How could anyone not know a famous doctor like yourself? Oh, you haven't been going much these days? Oh, of course, that'll happen when you're busy. Like, that literally happens like right after the other. Why did he cry? I'd never seen him cry before. Like, again, like she's just repeating all of the things that the doctor's saying that we don't get to see or hear. And it's, oh my God, I just got frustrated. I got so frustrated. I know that probably sounds very pedantic, but I just hated those two chapters so much. It like actually ruined the book for me. I just genuinely hated those chapters. I don't like that writing style. I thought it was terribly written. And yeah, I think the fact that we don't really get a conclusion, this feels like you have to be somebody who likes open-ended things. But yeah, by the end of it too, it didn't even really feel like we were getting too much about like the actual murder itself. Like the whole intrigue of it was just like evaporated by the midpoint, because it's not really the main focus exactly, but more so like the kind of fallout after it, the grief and the feelings that the main character feels after it and stuff, which is absolutely fine. But like literally the only intriguing part of it was something that just never gets kind of wrapped up and concluded. And I know that's kind of a way of life. A way of life is sometimes things don't get wrapped up. Sometimes things are open-ended, and that should be fine. But for a 147-page book, I wanted something. I just ended up leaving this book feeling like, what was the point? You know, like, I don't even know why I just wasted all this time on it. And it wasn't even like that much time. I think in total, I probably only spent like 3 hours reading it, maybe in total or something, and maybe less than that. But like, it wasn't good to me. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I'll probably give it 2 stars though, because I did like the start of it. I liked the first 2 chapters, but it just unraveled after that, really unraveled after that. So this will not be getting embossed. This book will be getting tossed. I did underline a few things though, so I'm like, can I really donate this to my library anymore if I've underlined things? Maybe they can just sell it. If they want to sell it, they can sell it. So with that first book out of the way, because I am in sprints and I still have a good few hours still left to go, it's only like 6:30 p.m. now. We're doing our second sprint, and I usually go till around about like 10 p.m. my time. So I'm going to be there for a little bit. But I did do a poll for like 4 of the books that are on my TBR, and this is the one that my patrons actually voted for. It all began with The Scream, the non-fiction Scream book. So author Padraic Maroney, for the first time, got behind-the-scenes glimpse into what it took to make the beloved films from the people who were there, with 30 interviews from cast and crew members, provides readers with an unauthorized look at the franchise. So hopefully I learn lots of stuff about my favorite horror movie franchise. I love the fact though that there's just like photos included, there's, you know, whatever that is, a call sheet. I am actually so excited. So this is going to be very different to what I usually read and what I've just read as well. So I don't really know like how much I can really relate to you about this, because it's like such a niche interest that I have. And this might be one that I actually dip in and out of during this vlog, because I might not like read all of it, you know, now or tonight, or it might not even be the next book I finish. Maybe after sprints tonight, I might rewatch the first Scream film. I might be in the mood for it. Oh, but I will be cracking open the wine next as well. Actually, it is getting later. I haven't opened the wine yet to celebrate 1 year being here. So I might as well do that. I finished my first book, about to start my second. I might as well reward myself for a job well done. I go back to my sprints and both of the seats are taken. Am I going to have to sit in the cat sofa? Is that where I'm going to have to sit? Because I need to get back to sprints? Where am I supposed to read? Huh? I am literally sitting on the floor. I am sitting on the floor. Got my wine, got my book. I'm way too classy for this. I should not be sitting on the floor. I should not be sitting on the floor, should I? As long as they're happy, I guess. I am literally now sitting in a totally different room to the sprints just so I can have a seat, because those 2 little shits have taken the seats in that room. And so my live show's happening in a different room, so I won't even know when the timer goes off until it goes off. I can't even check anything. This is what my cats do to me. Do you feel any sympathy for me whatsoever at this point? Do you feel any sympathy at all? I have it so hard done by, honestly. Have you ever felt that way when your kids just do not respect you? Story of my life. I feel awful because I'm going to be covering Tobu up with my book. Sorry, Tobu, I don't want people to see you. But I have just finished the sprint. It's now 10 p.m. and I got to page 93 of It All Began with a Scream. I am really enjoying this, like really, really loving seeing the inside. I will say there is so much that I already know because I've seen so many documentaries on Scream. I've seen so many YouTube videos on Scream. Like, I love Scream. I think it's amazing. It's like one of my favorite films, not just horror films, but favorite films in general. And I have been just loving and appreciating more of the effort that went into this. There are still some things I'm learning about it for the first time. Like a lot of the hoops that Wes Craven had to go through in order to even get this film off the ground in the first place. And like the interference by the Weinsteins, even the interference by them. Like one of the things as well is that the Weinsteins didn't like, especially Bob Weinstein, I think, didn't like the ghost face mask. When they showed them the mask, they just didn't like it. And so they sent them like a box of 5 different masks. And they were like, okay, we want you to shoot these scenes, but I want you to shoot these scenes 5 times. each with a different mask to say which mask is better, kind of thing. And they were like really interfering. It was like so annoying. And they didn't even like the dailies as well. So dailies is when they sent in like the raw footage of the film and stuff, like that they recorded that day. And they were just like, no, we don't like it. We don't like the dailies and stuff. So they had to like raw cut together the first, like, you know, the iconic opening. They had to kind of like raw cut that together, send it to them so that they would just shut the fuck up and leave them alone. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, the amount of hoops they had to go through in order to make this film. And Wes Craven sounded like such an amazing man. And I just love like the little insights and stuff. Like there's cast interviews in this, and like not in a way of like it's just like a blog of interview, but there's like whole context, and then you look at a quote from a cast member. But I feel like Padraic Maroney actually interviewed like Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy, like some of the stars of the film, and obviously a lot of the crew. So even though it's unauthorized, it has had like all of the research done, and it's just so interesting. It's so entertaining as well. Like I'm just loving it. I also love the fact as well, like this is another thing I learned, is that, you know, the voice of Ghostface is Roger L. Jackson. The cast members don't really get to meet him and stuff, and they would hear his voice first on the phone, you know, just to add to like the horror element that they don't know who they're talking to. And Sarah Michelle Gellar was one of the only people who, when they did the phone call, she was goading Ghostface, like the Ghostface voice actor. Like the other actors are like, oh my God, who is he? Like he's really scary. Sarah Michelle Gellar was like, I wonder if I can find the quote. I have been underlining some stuff, but like she was like, so why do you call people Ghostface, huh? Like, you know what I mean? Like that, the actual actress, she was, you know, it's just so funny. Heather Graham, who plays Casey Becker in the Stab movie in Scream 2, she was like, oh, who is this guy? He's really scary. Oh my God, he's creepy. But Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was in the same film, Between Takes, she was very Buffy. She was going, so scary voice man. You're a scary voice man, right? Why are you scaring people with your voice? Why do you like doing that? What's wrong with you? And he had to keep in character and stuff and like just like kind of go with it sometimes with her, like Between Takes and that. And I'm just not surprised. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. And I just find that so funny that that was like kind of a quote from this. But I love carrying a lot of the behind the scenes stuff in the first film. I'm currently in the section that's talking about the second film. So that's been really cool too. First film is always the best for me, but I do love pretty much all the sequels. The first 4 films are my favorite. 5 and 6 are still good, but they're not my favorite. I think 6 is my least favorite, which might be unpopular opinion. And I just love as well just hearing about, you know, the little creative things that they had to do because they didn't have that much of a budget for the first film. And oh gosh, it's just wonderful. It's wonderful to read. Yeah, you probably don't even care about all of this if you're not a Scream fan. But I also know that this author, Padraic, I'm probably saying it so wrong, I do apologize. But I do think, and I've also had a glass of wine as well, so I'm a little... but this author has just released earlier this year an unauthorized kind of behind the scenes of Final Destination, that franchise. And I love the Final Destination franchise. It's one of my favorite horror franchises. And that one's called Escaping Death, and I love the cover for it so much. And so I kind of want to get that. Like now that I've been reading and enjoying this one, just getting a little behind the scenes look and everything, I really want the Final Destination one now. Because I love Final Destination so much. I really enjoyed the new film that came out. I went to the cinema to see it a few weeks back or a couple of months ago now. Was it last month? I think it was last month, wasn't it? Was it end of May or something? I'm losing track of time. I think it was only... No, it's July now. And I think it came out in May. I think I saw it in May. Oh my gosh, I don't know anymore. I do not know anymore with this year. But I really enjoy the new film. I enjoy pretty much all of the Final Destination films. Apart from the 4th one, I don't really like the 4th Final Destination film. But all the other ones, absolutely love. So I would love to get that book. But yeah, this one has been so good so far. Definitely recommend for Scream fans. And I'm nearly halfway through. I don't think I'm going to continue reading tonight. I do now fancy watching Scream. I fancy watching it. I didn't buy popcorn today though. I should have bought popcorn when I went to get snacks. I got a lot of crisps. I got some chocolate. I got some Haribo. But I didn't get popcorn. They didn't have sweet and solid. I did actually look, but they didn't have sweet and solid. I like them together. I don't really like sweet on its own. I don't really like solid on its own. I like them together. I mean, I'll have sweet if I really have to, but I prefer them together. Yeah, I think I might go downstairs, watch Scream. What do you think, Tobu? Oh, and Ash is there as well. Ash is behind. They probably want to play, actually. We have been sprinting for a while. Do you want to play? Do you want to play today? Tobu? Tobu, you want to play? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at your kitty face. Oh, look at your kitty face.
Hello?
Want to have a little fun? I said I was going to maybe take my time with this, maybe read it over a few days, maybe the entire vlog and just keep tipping in and out of it. I ended up just finishing it now and I really enjoyed it. Like, I think this might inspire me to read more books like this where it goes behind the scenes, it gives you a whole look at everything that happened. I definitely preferred when it was talking about Scream 1 and 2, not just because they are like probably my favorite 2 films in the franchise, but because I feel like even the author and all the things we learn, there's more to say about those films. And even though every single film had its struggles and there was behind the scenes on everything, because this was written and published before Scream 5 came out, it just felt like even the author had more of an interest in the first 2 films and the making of those, that when it got to like Scream 3, not that much was really said about it. And then Scream 4, it kind of just didn't really feel like I got that much more of an insight into it than what's kind of out there already. So I definitely preferred like the first half of this book. Really appreciate the time and effort that would have went into this, all the research, all the cast interviews, all the crew interviews, everything. It was just great. It was absolutely great. I love the fact that Carrie Fisher, who was in Scream 3, had actually asked to be in the film. And just seeing the cultural, you know, phenomenon this was, it's just so cool. Oh, one thing I did learn about this actually that was pretty cool was that when they were filming the 4th film and Emma Roberts is in it, she was actually always reading. So obviously I can relate. Emma always had a book in between like takes. This is what I remember working with Emma more than anything else. She always was reading. She always had a book in between every take. She was reading. She didn't like to interact with other people in between takes. She would just go straight to her book. I mean, I guess you could like read that in 2 different ways. Like, oh, she was very aloof. Or you could read that as she just wanted to get her book read. I have no idea what she would have been reading. This was like back in 2011. Maybe she was reading The Hunger Games. I don't know. But great book. I will be giving it probably just like a 4-star. I think if it had carried the same kind of passion throughout the book that it had in like the first 2 films, then maybe I probably would have gave it 5 stars maybe. I do appreciate the effort. I appreciate it so much. And I will be embossing this. This will definitely be getting embossed. It's staying in my collection. I do want to go out and get that Final Destination version of it very soon. And it's making me want to rewatch the other films in the series. So I did rewatch the first Scream last night. It was very, very good. Loved it. A good time was had by all. Of course I was going to love it. But yeah, I kind of don't really know what I want to read next. Jetlag the Game, and if you know me at all, you know that I freaking love Jetlag the Game. They are a YouTube channel, but also they are on Nebula. They have just released episode 4 of their current season on Nebula, and I'm a Nebula subscriber. So I want to watch episode 4 of their current season. And then I think after I've watched episode 4, I will start my next read, which I don't know what it'll be.
Welcome to episode 4 of our giant game of Snake across South Korea. In this game, the snaker is riding trains, trying to make the longest line possible without hitting their line.
Right, you gorgeous bitches. I have the audiobook of Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson checked out from Libby, so I can finally listen to an audiobook. I feel like I haven't listened to an audiobook. I mean, I have, but I've been reading physically as well, because when I did my Our Fantasy Bingo video recently, I read Dungeon Crawler Call 3 physically and listened to the audiobook, and I did the same with The Mask of Mirrors, and I did the same with The Dragonborn Chair. So I ended up reading all of those with my elbows as well. And while I do, again, like have the physical book of Grown upstairs, and I absolutely can do that, I really just want to be able to just, I mean, have you seen the state of my house? Have you seen the state of it as well? I mean, obviously it doesn't look like that bad right now, and like the shots that I'm just showing you right now, but there's just mess everywhere, okay? So I want to tidy up, do the dishes, maybe work on some graphics and thumbnails and things like that. What do I need to do? Like, I haven't written down the things I need to do this month. I feel like there's some spreadsheet stuff I can do as well, and things that won't take too much brain power, that it will distract me from the audiobook of Grown. So yeah, I think this is going to be my next one. Also, I did just finish episode 4 of the Jetlag the Game Snake season. Loved it. Always loved Jetlag the Game, but that is my kind of break for the day. And Jade is about to go live for Hump Day Sprints on Patreon, so I will tune into those. Also, I do need to watch some more Fullmetal Alchemist episodes for a discussion I'm having with Elle on Friday. So I need to get 16 episodes watched today and tomorrow. So I'll probably watch maybe 8 episodes today, 8 episodes tomorrow. I'll do that later though. I want to listen to as much of Grown as I possibly can today while doing some computer work and some house chores. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good to me. I am currently 110 pages into Grown, and it's definitely making me feel so uncomfortable, but I thought I would tell you what this is about since I'm quite a part of the way through. This is so quick to read. Like, have you seen the chapters? They are so small sometimes, and they have like a little bit of mixed media, so we have like text messages there. But, oh my gosh, we follow Enchanted, and she has aspirations of being a singer. She meets an R&B artist called Corey, who becomes infatuated with her singing voice at an audition, and he is older than Enchanted. Enchanted is 17. I know from when I bought this book that this book deals with things like grooming, abuse, and a lot about the abuse of power, especially men in power. In the Scream book, it was mentioned about like the Me Too movement, about Harvey Weinstein, and so to go from that into this, where I get to see how this is playing out, it is honestly, making me so uncomfortable. The book starts off as well with Enchanted waking up in the present day, and she's like, covered in blood, and she keeps saying it's beet juice, and she sees Corey's body, and she doesn't know what's happened. Like, she can't remember what's happened, but he's dead, and there's police knocking at the door. So there is like this mystery element to it as well. So that is definitely something that I am looking forward to finding out. We also like go briefly into that kind of time period because there was another random chapter where someone is calling the police and they could hear a scream, and they were like, oh, I could hear Corey scream. It sounded like a screaming for my life kind of scream kind of thing. But this story is predominantly set in the past, as, you know, Enchanted is chasing her dream of being a singer. And just seeing her interactions with Corey, how sweet and how charming he can be, knowing what his true intentions are. Like, it's not explicitly stated what his intentions are, but you can guess, you can get it from his interactions, and it's vile. It's vile, because people who take advantage of people make me sick. Enchanted has these massive dreams, and she's infatuated with Corey, and he is abusing that. He is using that against her. And for someone to take advantage of someone when they have so many aspirations, it's just sickening to me, because it's just so heartbreaking. It's so hard to kind of talk about this book without just anger coming through. Like, I'm feeling so very angry reading this, but also this is brilliantly written. Like, I have read Tiffany D. Jackson before. I've read Monday's Not Coming. It's all the way over there. I was going to grab it out for you, and I thought Monday's Not Coming was great. It was written so well, and I can feel the great writing, as well as Tiffany D. Jackson really having something to say about this, and it's a story that must be told. And Enchanted is such an amazing character as well. Like, what she does for her family, like, she comes from a family where she has been very involved, and her parents are doing the absolute best for her and her siblings, but sometimes Enchanted does have to, like, step up, look after her siblings. But there was a moment I loved where her father was like, you know, you're a teenager and we just want you to be a teenager and live your life. Because in trying to say, oh, I'll get a job, I'll help out, stuff like this. But yeah, he's like, you need to live. Like, you need to be a teenager. Like, she's still so young. She's still so young. She still has her whole life ahead of her. She has so many big dreams of what she wants to do. And it's just so enchanting to read about Enchanted, which is just making it all the more heartbreaking, knowing that someone is currently taking advantage of her. I guess I'd better go back to reading. The audiobook is absolutely fantastic so far, by the way. I can really feel Enchanted's voice through the narrator. The narrator is Janice Abbott Pratt, and apparently 29% into the book according to the audiobook. So, making great progress. I'm just doing random odd jobs on the computer as well, just filling in like little spreadsheet stuff. So I'll probably try and get to the 200-page mark if I possibly can, and then I might try and watch some anime, because I need it after this. I need a little bit of happiness.
set it up. Consider this hint of the century. Consider this slip that brought me to my knees, pale. What if all these fantasies come flailing around? Now I've said too much. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream.
I've still got Ash lying on my feet, and so I can't really move. I'm just gonna have to sit in this really awkward position because I have just finished Grown by Tiffany D. Dagsson. I've been sitting here reading for the last like hour and a half, 2 hours, I want to say. And I ended up listening to the rest of this physically instead of the audiobook. Audiobook was still great, but like having, headphones on for a long period of time is not the most comfortable. And plus, I just had some time to kill where I could just like sit here and read today. So that's what I've been doing. And oh my gosh, 5 stars, 100% 5 stars. And I, again, will be embossing this one. Although I would really love to give this to my library. I would love to give them a copy of this for the library. I feel like this could be so crucial for a lot of teenagers who find themselves in the same situation as Enchanted, to hopefully find the courage within themselves to notice when someone is taking advantage of you and are coercing. Oh my god, can I even say that word? Coercing you into something that you shouldn't be coerced into. There was so much more to this the more I read on as well, in terms of like the bigger conversation, without giving like too much away and stuff, but like to see how not just when women come forward, but when Black women come forward, when Black girls come forward, they're even less likely to be believed. And you see the way that they're treated, not just by other people in authority, but, the public, like people around them, even other victims sometimes. And it's so disheartening to see that happen. But also this book does have this uplifting message to it as well, and this uplifting kind of feel to it, because we see what happens when people do speak up for you or like help you to boost your own voice and show you that support. Sometimes you just need to show someone that you're there for them, especially when they're talking about these things. But like with Enchanted, oh my gosh, like she is definitely someone I came to like really, really love as a character, but also sympathize a lot for, because she is, I guess, a representation of a lot of the people who have gone through this, and people are still going through it to this day. And it just breaks my heart to even think about that. But Enchanted story, seeing what she has to put up with, seeing how she kind of comes through it is powerful. It really is powerful. It just makes this bloody update with me with my leg up even that much more inappropriate. I really do apologize. But you know what it's like when you have a cat. You can't move them. You literally can't move them, and he's just so peaceful. I think I gave Mondays Not Coming either 4 or 4.5 stars. It's been about 2 years since I read it. I can't quite remember what I gave it. But yeah, this one is a 5 star. This one is very heavy though, so I will say if you plan on reading this, go into this while you're not in a bad headspace, because I can imagine this is even harder to read. So I'm going to have to sit here until Ash decides he wants to move. And I don't know how long that could take. It could take 5 minutes. It could take an hour. And I don't have another book at hand. I have my phone. I might just scroll for a bit. Is there anything else I need to update you on? I did watch a good handful of Full Metal Alchemist episodes last night. I think I watched 10. I said I was just going to watch 8, and then, 8 last night and 8 today. But I ended up watching 10, which means I only have 6 more episodes to watch today. So I will definitely do that tonight. Do I fancy reading another book? I might try and read something short again. No, I can't be reading all of the short books. The thing is though, Summerween starts tomorrow, and so I need to put a pause on this and then do Summerween and then come back to this. So if I do read something, it would have to be rather short anyway, so that I could maybe try and finish it today as well. But then again, I don't really want to rush it. I don't want to burn myself out by reading too much, I was also at the gym this morning. I hadn't been at the gym since Monday. It's now Thursday. Hadn't been in the gym since Monday, so it was nice to go back. I was feeling rather sluggish the past couple of days. I love the gym for my own mental health. Having that structure, having that balance, knowing that I'm trying to self-improve is something that really helps me. So when I go to the gym in the morning, I just feel, pretty great for the rest of the day usually. But I didn't go for the last 2 days for various different reasons. And I was glad. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello, beautiful man. Oh, you were so beautiful. Are you comfortable? Are you getting up? Oh, he's left. He's left. Oh my God, now I can stop man-spreading. And now I can actually look to see if I might fancy reading something. I'm actually quite hungry now as well. I'll have myself a meal that I got from the cafe at the gym, because they do meals that I can just pop in the microwave. Just like with Thrive, because I cancelled Thrive, I now do the meals from the gym. Yeah, so I've got the Southern Fried Chicken. Like these are the meals that they do. Southern Fried Chicken, which is probably the one that I'll have now. We also got coconut chicken, lots and lots of chicken. Katsu curry, one. And salt and pepper chicken. They do so much more than that, but I just want to show you the options that I got. I got all of these today to last me the next few days, because I just have a meal a day. I don't really eat that much anymore. I've been in a calorie deficit since like January, which is really helping with my weight loss. I'll have my breakfast, I'll have a meal. What time is it? So it's like nearly 4 p.m. And yeah, all I've ate today so far is I had breakfast this morning at like 8 a.m. And then I did have a rhubarb. I'll show you. This is also from the gym. I also had a rhubarb and custard crumble overnight oats. Oh my gosh, can you see it? Which is absolutely delicious. So I had breakfast. I had that around about 12. This is going to be my meal. And then I might have another one of these pots later. So that's literally all I'm eating today. Look what else they do as well. Salted caramel protein pancakes. Oh, I love them. I love them. All right, enough talk. I'm starving. I'm going to have myself something to eat.
Way back when, before the grown-up phase, we're one best friend. It was easy going road. Life was anything but fair, but somehow we didn't care. Way back then, we saw all the movies on a big screen when we couldn't afford to pay the price. We snuck in through the back, hearts racing as the lights went black. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder slipped through our hands. Just hold up, just hold up. Way back now, I watched him in the yard and wonder how the world still feels that wide. Skin knees and open skies, no fear behind their eyes. Hold up, when did we grow up? When did dreams give way to plans? Wonder slip through our hands. Just hold up, just hold up. I said hold up. Why did we grow up? When did we start moving so slow? Used to run, we used to glow. Hold up, said hold up.
Okay, summer week is over, which means I can get back to Emboss or Toss. Today is the 11th of July. I am still packing for this Hindu trip. And guys, I need to leave in like 10 minutes. I only came out of the shower like 20 minutes ago, so my hair is still drying. But yeah, I've still got my suitcase open and I still have things to put in. I have to get my backpack as well so I can actually fill that as well. And I also need to like book the taxi and everything as well because yeah, my train is in an hour and like 5 minutes. But I have decided to take the Jasad Heir by Sara Hashem with me down to London. I think this would be the best one to read next because I am in the mood for it. I have just read quite a few horrors and thrillers for Summerween, so I feel like I want to read a fantasy, and this could be the one. I think this one, I mean, the Raven Scholar is bigger, and I really am in the mood for it, but I don't really want to take it all the way down. I mean, I shouldn't really take a big, massive hardback down anyway, but I'm taking it nonetheless. I think I'll only read this on the train there and back. I do not think I'll get any reading done actually while I'm in London and with, you know, my friends doing this hen do. So I don't have much faith that I'm going to be actually reading much over the next few days, but that's fine because I feel like having a nice weekend with friends is just what the doctor ordered. I won't be vlogging too much. I'm not actually going to be taking my proper camera down there, but I might get some like clips on my phone, you know, just to show you the weekend. But I feel like I'm mainly going to be in the zone, so I doubt I'm going to be getting too much, but if I do, this clip will be followed by it. Trying to edit this Summerween vlog last night was a bit of a struggle because I wanted it done before leaving, but I did manage to get it done. It was like 2 a.m. and I was still awake as the sun was coming up. I didn't get much sleep last night, mainly because I got recommended a video on YouTube about the Idaho student murders, which is a case that genuinely terrifies me and makes me so upset. But because that got recommended to me, that's all I could think about last night. And yesterday, my sister picked up Ash and Tobu, so I don't have Ash and Tobu here because she's looking after them for the next week while I'm away. And so yeah, I was in this house by myself thinking about that case and getting myself all scared. So it took a long time for me to fall asleep. And then I woke up at 7:30. I am a little bit tired, but I'm not grumpy, which is good. Because it could have went one or two ways. I could have been grumpy Gab this morning, but I'm not. However, I am freaking sweating. I already feel so gross. I just came out of the shower and I already feel like I need another one. It is that freaking hot. I hate it. So I just imagine that it's going to be a bit of a meh with the weather over the next couple of days, but what am I going to do? Anyway, let's go to London. Oh, I need to tell you what this is about as well, actually, because I was about to leave without telling you. But yeah, 10 years ago, Kingdom of Jasad burned, magic outlawed, royal family murdered. Oh no. Down the last child. At least that's what Sylvia wants people to believe. Lost area of Jasad. Sylvia never wants to be found. Apparently the Nizal armies destroyed her kingdom and continue to hunt its people, not if she wants to stay alive. But when Aaron, the Nizal heir, tracks a group of Jasadi rebels to her village, staying one step ahead of death gets trickier. Sylvia reveals her magic and captures Aaron's attention. Now to save her life, she'll have to make a deal with her greatest enemy. If she helps him lure the rebels, Sylvia will escape persecution. Deadly game begins. Okay. Scorch Kingdom is rising and it needs a queen. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I literally need to leave in 5 minutes. I still haven't packed my backpack.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard. Trash, got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol, and it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry let's just run, girl. If we wake up and you wanna break up, that's cool. No, I won't blame you. It was fun, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
Oh my God, look at that.
وحلت
وحلت
Who's cake?
Oh my.
وحلت
It's Sarah.
I'm so glad. It was so
Sarah.
Sarah.
It was such a
Sorry.
moment.
Are they Sorry, girl, that you missed out. What's up, what that boy's mine now.
Okay, hi. So I've just come back from my weekend away. Fucking hell. This is the first time I've had to speak, like, since coming back. I'm gonna go live in, like, 6 minutes with my patrons because we're doing Once Upon a Time. You know, I came back in time for us doing our usual Sunday night watch along. But I need to quickly tell you what I've gotten up to in London. I have also gotten over halfway into the Jasad Heir, and I will talk to you about that tomorrow. I'm going to try and rest my voice as much as possible, essentially. The hen do was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was so hard trying to keep like everything secret from Jade for so long, because we've been planning it, well, I say wait, Ashley, who is Jade's cousin, has been planning it for over a year now. Like, she was like arranging everything, and yeah, it's been a long time coming, and to keep it all secret from Jade was quite hard. But the first night, we went to see Six the Musical on the West End. Oh, do you know how much I love that musical? I love that musical so much, and all the performers were amazing. So that was a really, really fun night. And then the second day, we were doing like bottomless brunch. Definitely had a good few glasses of Prosecco, as well as some other cocktails. And we did Monopoly life-sized, which I never even heard of before this hen do. And we kind of got like split up as a group because it's like groups of 6, but there were 7 of us. So 3 of us, so me, Steph and Freddie, joined 3 other people to make a team. and no idea who they were, but we got on so well and amazing that my team won. My team won Monopoly Life Sized. And yeah, there were like 4 teams of 6. And my team was the Boots. We were the Boots. And we won. We came first place. So that was like really, really fun. Definitely check it out if you're in London. I don't know if they do it anywhere else, but oh my God, I loved it. And then we just did some exploring, some book shopping and stuff like that. And then on the nighttime, went for tapas. And then we did karaoke. And that's why my voice is feeling a little bit rough. It is feeling a little bit rough. I gave it my all. Obviously, you should have heard my rendition of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Did a duet with Freddie doing Espresso, Black Magic, Wasabi, and maybe some other ones I can't remember now. We did quite a lot of songs. You know what's dangerous as well is that you could order drinks to the room. And boy, did I order drinks. You know, that's the most I've drank in such a long time. So I'm feeling a little bit rough. I'm not feeling like too bad, but I'm just like very, very tired and hot as well. So you're probably like, well, why are you wearing this for? But I just kind of I love the look, you know. I'll take it off of this live show because I am sweating my tits off. But yeah, fantastic weekend in London with Jade and her family and friends. So I hope she had a blast and I can't wait for her wedding next month. Oh my God. And I did read quite a bit on the train down there and on the train back. So I'm going to see if I can try and finish it tomorrow. But I'll give you my thoughts so far tomorrow. I'm going live in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? So peace. Okay, the live show is over. It went well. It is now just after 10 p.m. And to show you how scared I kind of am here without Ash and Tobu, I've closed the curtains. Usually I have the curtains open, like just all the time. Like even on a night time, because I do like to watch the lights. You probably can't see them from this angle, I apologise. I like to just have this open and, you know, anybody could look in. And I'm just like sitting here watching the TV and stuff. Obviously without Ash and Toby here, I don't feel as safe without them. So the curtains are closed. The curtains are closed. Also, I'm going to get rid of this. I got this papyrus in Egypt. This is the only wall it can go on. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't like it anymore. But I think I'm going to get a cat bridge. And like, you know, those things that you can get to put on the wall for cats. I think I'm going to do that instead. Still don't have them back yet. I'm going to get them back next Sunday. But like, will I get to sleep tonight? Will I? Don't worry, I don't want you filming us. I look like shit today. Oh my God, I've just packed, well, finished packing, essentially, for a trip I'm about to do for another haunted video for October. And I had to spend all day yesterday planning the video down to a T. I've incorporated some new elements to these haunted location visits that I really did need to plan it meticulously. And I planned it for about like 10 hours yesterday. 10 goddamn hours. And then I had to cut things out. My printer broke. I printed out like it's 10 pages. 10 pages I needed to print. And then because for some reason my printer prints backwards, which is probably the right way to do it. But it printed backwards. So the last 2 pages didn't print. And then my printer just broke. So I don't have the first 2 pages for all of my plans. And one of those pages that's very important is the checklist for today. So I just took a photo of my computer screen and I think I've got everything. So I do have like my suitcase there. I've got like a bag and stuff with things in. I've got a backpack there with like books and stuff in. And then I also have 2 more bags, one for food and drink and another one with my coffee machine in, because you know I'm taking my coffee machine. So yeah, I think I do have everything. Oh no, I don't. All right, well, there's one thing that I can't find. That's fine, that's fine. My sister is coming to pick me up in half an hour. I don't know why I leave things pretty much last minute, but that's just the way it is. So I did manage to finish the Jasad Heir by Sara Hashem, and I am going to be embossing this. This was a 4-star read, and her friends, especially at the start. There's so many things I loved about Sylvia. I loved how blunt she is. So for her friends, like they're helping her cover something up, and she's like, speak plainly, why are you doing this for me? And then they say, despite your strong resistance to the concept, we are friends. Friendship has its limits. Perhaps I wouldn't do this for you or Marek. It's just like, it sounds a little bitchy, but I just freaking loved her directness and bluntness. I love how guarded she is. Like, she has been through a lot. She's been through so much. I love how guarded she is. And she is the rightful heir, the Jasad Heir. And I kind of love the fact that she isn't that typical, I have to protect my people, I have to be the sacrifice and, you know, sacrifice my own life for other people kind of thing. She's a lot different to that in ways that I don't want to spoil, but I do really like that approach to like the princess model. I love the fact that there is a competition element to this as well, and it comes about in such a unorthodox way too. Like there's a lot of danger, a lot of tension in the early parts of this book. There was like kind of like not exactly shocking twists, like they weren't shocking exactly, but from a story standpoint, I kind of like those little detours that we would go on, and characters were a lot more surprising than I thought as well. Yeah, Sylvia has been chosen as the champion for the Alcala. Yeah, I had no idea this was kind of like a competition kind of book as well, because it doesn't say anything about it in the summary. It does say something about it there being a deadly game, but it doesn't specifically mention anything about Alcala or anything like that. You know what, it's raining right now, but it's so bloody hot, so I'm still wearing a t-shirt. Oh, and there was something that Sylvia did that was so lovely as well. That's to do with her people. You will find this being very heavily political, and there are so many different facets to that. And yeah, on page 57, there was just something so sweet. So yeah, hosted once every 3 years, the Alcala invigorated every kingdom from the highest crown to the wildest vagrant. The tournament consisted of 3 grueling trials meant to celebrate the sacrifice of the progenitors of the kingdom. Location of each trial rotated between the 4 kingdoms and culminated in a victor's ball. So there's like a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. And again, like I love Sylvia's friendships with Marek and Sefer. 5 years of friendship, and you know the only word I would use to describe you, this is Marek to Sylvia, mild, just mild. Sorry, my review of this is like all over the place because I did read this over a scrambled time where my mind was a little scrambled, and you know I was doing like so many things as well, so it was kind of a little bit hard to like really stay locked in on the story, which is probably why I didn't give it 5 stars. I do think one of the reasons why I'm not giving it 5 stars is that even though this is Egyptian inspired, this is, I used this for the prompt, you know, I think it was like the Middle Eastern prompt. I didn't really feel that 100,000%. Like, I kind of forgot that I was reading a story like that in terms of like the setting. I kind of forgot that I was reading something like that every now and then. I don't think the setting was particularly embellished. This, to me, felt more like a story of people. It felt more of a story of like Sylvia and her kingdom and her heritage, the pressures of that, whether she resists that or not. You know, it's just like things like that, I think is what this book is more about rather than the actual setting itself. So I did really enjoy it. I will definitely check out the sequel. I think the sequel is coming out this month, actually. It's July. And I think the sequel is coming out now. And did I get this from Illumicrate or Fairy Loot? Illumicrate. I got this from Illumicrate, so maybe Illumicrate will do an edition of it. I will 100% get it. I would love to continue on. But yeah, sorry, I'm not giving the best review there. My mind is just like, and I'm getting prepped for a really big video. So, yeah. But at least that means I've done 5 of my Emboss or Toss books. I think. Let me go upstairs and see what I have left. Oh, I've got 6 books left. Freaking hell, man. I really didn't want this many books for Emboss or Toss, man. I don't have the time. I think it's still doable, but I still have, I can't believe I've already done 4 books so far. I feel like I did start this vlog weeks ago at this point. Everything seems to be in the way of this episode, I'm telling you. So the Raven Scholar, you made a fool of death with your beauty. When Marnie was there, the Vampire, you are nothing in the Magic Cottage. I still need to finish. Wondering, should I try and take one of these to the place I'm going to? I don't think there would be much point, honestly. Yeah, there won't be any point because I won't be able to read them. Okay, I thought July would be a lot calmer than June. Turns out that's not the case. Yeah, so I've just come back from the haunted location I've just been at, and it was an intense 3 days, like genuinely intense 3 days. It is now 4:30 p.m. I started importing my footage at 9:30. Yeah, like 7 hours of importing, and it's only on 70% importing. It shouldn't take that long. I didn't take that much more footage than usual, but you know, it is 3 days worth of quite a lot of filming, but even then it should not take 7 hours, and there's still 30% to go. That's going to take a good few more hours. Oh my gosh. So that is what it is. I need to get back into doing this video though. I can't believe I filmed 4 videos in the middle of this. 5 videos in the middle of this, 3 Summerween vlogs, the Summer Hikaru dive vlog, and the vlog I just filmed. Although actually, I'm not even going to say, there's like a little bit of a twist to it, but I'm not going to say yet. Yeah, I thought I would come back to doing my Emboss or Toss, and I do have Monster, a couple of cans of Monster in the slush machine. I was texting Jade earlier, or Jade was texting me. She was like, can you do Monster in your slush machine? And I was like, I don't say why not. So I'm testing it out now. Jade is coming to mine in a couple of weeks because we're going to Norway together. So I'm just going to test it out. So I'll obviously let you know how it is as well. I'm not usually like the biggest drinker of energy drinks myself, but I've definitely been like in the past couple of months drinking them quite a bit more. But anyway, I thought I would quickly whack out You Are Nothing because apt. This is just going to be like one of those silly ones. I really want to feel like I'm back on track with Emboss or Toss. I just feel like I've tossed this episode to the wayside when really that isn't the case. I really do want to focus on this now, but I want to try and knock out the like easiest one on this. So You Are Nothing is the one with the really bizarre I've already read the first one. It's kind of funny. This is like the really bizarre jokey one. That'll only take not long to read, honestly, but I will let you know like the funnier ones when I get to them. So these really are just silly cartoons. Like some of them are like really bizarre. So I kissed my sister. Is that a crime? You French kissed her during her funeral. What? Yeah, I might as well like read some of the funnier ones out here. What? Alrighty, it's so weird. Allow me to introduce Amy, my wife slash sister, and my niece slash daughter, and my nephew slash son. Oh, this is so weird. Ew. I didn't come at a bad time, did I? Not at all. Oh, that's vile. I can't show that one. Oh, God. I can't show that one either. I think I could show this one. But I wasn't talking with my mouth full. I was talking to your mom, who's under the table. Some of these are just like, what? That's not even that funny. But I do believe this guy is like really famous and big in Iceland. Why are you smiling, Miss Henstridge? I have a banana up my ass and a cucumber up my pussy. What the hell is this? Ooh. You see, all I do is put a fingernail on the record and the music comes out of my ass. I've never smelled music before. Ew, girl. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm about halfway through and it's probably made me laugh like 3 or 4 times. Okay, that one was good, but I can't show it. I can't show it. Okay, I'm done. Didn't really make me laugh all that much. There was like literally just a couple of times. It'll not be getting kept. I'll probably pass it on to my brother or something. Someone who might find this a little funnier than I did. I've got like 2 or 3 more of these upstairs. I probably shouldn't have bought them while I was in Iceland, but hey, I got a couple of chuckles, okay? With that out the way, I want to do book number 6 today. And that is going to be When Marnie Was There by Joan G. Robinson. This one follows Anna, who is sent away from her foster home to go to this Norfolk village during the summer. While there, she ends up meeting a girl called Marnie, and they become friends. And I'm trying to remember what exactly happened in the movie. It's been that long. But I do believe Marnie vanishes, and it's like a story of that. And I do remember being a little bit sad by the movie too. When did this come out? It came out in 1967. And I'm sure it'll be a lot better than the shit I've just read. Okay, I couldn't do the monster because it's 0 sugar. And when it's 0 sugar, like say for instance the Diet Cola, you need extra ingredients. Because if it doesn't have enough sugar, then it won't work. So I put in the Mountain Dew Baja Blast. This time I made it go up to 3 instead of 2. Like I did in the last video if you saw my Summerween vlog. So hopefully this comes out a lot thicker and better than in that vlog. It's struggling to come out a little bit, so I think it is definitely thicker. So could probably do it a little bit longer, but never mind.
bite my tongue. Say the air in my lungs. It doesn't matter what I say if we don't communicate.
It is currently Sunday and I've got like so much to update you on, but I'm currently waiting for my mum and sister to bring Ash and Tobu back. It's been too long and I've missed them so much, and I'm just waiting here by the kitchen window, waiting for that car to pull up with Ash and Tobu inside. I'm a little bit worried about Ash because every time they've brought him back home in the car carrier, he's always pooped himself. And so usually I'm cleaning up poop when he comes in. So they will be fine. They'll be back home with their daddy. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see them okay. I'm sure they'll be here any minute. Oh, my baby boys are back home. Hello, Tobu. Oh, are you going for a poop? You going for a poop? Where you going? Where you going? Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Where's Ash? Where's Ash? Hiya, Ash. Oh, you're so cute and I missed you as well. Oh, I love you. I love you. Oh, you want some more food? You want some more food? No? Okay. I missed you.
I found quite easy, to be honest. I think working remotely, it's quite easy to be able to have a little bit more freedom in that sense, because you have your lunch breaks in your own home, you finish work and you're just done with work, you don't have a commute that you have to drive home, and so it's quite easy to just kind of switch over and then be able to film content and stuff. So I don't really have any, like, a proper answer for that, and I feel like it's been the way I've been doing it for so long that it just grew with me.
I honestly look and feel like shit. I just haven't had my usual routine for so long. I just feel like I haven't had a chance to just do my thing. Like this month alone, did Summerween, then went straight into a hen do, then went straight into, you know, going somewhere else to film something. And I just had my friends over yesterday. We went to see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was better than some of the like more recent Scream films. So I really liked that. Had a lot of fun. But yeah, my friends left earlier today, and then my sister and mum dropped off Ash and Tobu, so I got them back. But it just feels like I haven't had a normal routine in so long. Things just been a little bit too crazy. Like, I love that I've been doing all these things. Like, the Hento was amazing. Going to that haunted place was amazing. This, that, and the other. But, like, this is definitely, like, my worst summer ever. Like, I'm just stressed constantly. Like, all the time. I'm just stressed. I just want, like, a routine. Like, I just want a normal week. I just want a normal week. And next week's not going to be normal. And I think maybe this coming week is going to be the most normal week I've had since like June. It's like nearing the end of July now. So yeah, it's just been a weird one. But I did manage to finish When Marnie Was There, like 2 days ago now. And I really liked this. This was so sweet. And at the same time, like, again, like quite sad, just like the film. And even as I was reading this, I was thinking, I still can't really quite remember everything that happened in the film. But there were some like random moments where it would trigger my memory. But I really do think I'm going to try and watch this at some point. I do have lots of other things I need to watch and stuff. Like, I still need to finish off Fullmetal Alchemist for the discussion I'm doing this coming Friday. So I might still be able to fit in some time to watch this Studio Ghibli film and then really be like, oh yeah, like that happened in the book, that didn't happen in the book, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this was so good. So I will definitely be embossing this. I would give it 4 stars. I love those classic, hello, Ash. I love those classic children's literature vibes. I read The Railway Children earlier this year, and I actually was so surprised by how much I enjoyed that one too. But this one felt more like, you know, like Tom's Midnight Garden, The Borrowers, and things like that. And when I was at uni, I did a children's literature course in my 3rd year, and the set reading list was like The Borrowers, Tom's Midnight Garden. I can't remember what else was on there. This was not on there, but this does slot like right in with those, and just like the feel, the vibes, like when Anna comes to this town, this like small village, it just feels like a small village, and it feels like a little bit wonderful, but also not like there's such like a regular, normal, mundane English kind of setting and like way of writing this story, and like a lot of the conversations are rather mundane and just everyday and normal. However, there is still that element of wonder, and you're seeing it through Anna's eyes, and it just feels different, and I can't explain it. I just love, you know, children's literature from years and years and years ago. So even though I've been like a little bit meh with a lot of middle grade these days, unless it's like middle grade horror, honestly, I seem to be really enjoying the more classic kind of middle grades, which is so different to a few years ago when I read Peter Pan, for instance, and I hated it, and I thought there were some other children's classics, or The Secret Garden, hated it. Too many of them were a little bit too problematic for my liking, but every now and then there is a hit. And now I do feel like maybe 2025 is like the year of classic children's literature. So like I think maybe 1970s and earlier, I think it's probably maybe like the 1900s to the 1970s. Maybe that's like my sweet spot at the minute. So if you have any more recommendations for children's literature in that time, I have The Never-Ending Story, which I still need to read, and Watership Down, which is on my 25 books to read in 2025. I still have those. Oh, you hot baby. I think my cats are so hot right now. Like they seem rather lethargic. Like they're just lying down on the floor. Oh, my baby. Been drinking lots of water as well. Are you hot? Are you hot, my baby boy? Oh, I love you. I love you. I bet he wants me seat. Watch a stand up, you'll probably take it. So you haven't stolen my seat in such a long time. Do you want this? Hey, do you want this? Do you want it? Go on, you can have it. You can have it. See? Maybe he was just waiting for me to move. For me to get out of the way so he can lie down. You were so cute. Oh, I missed you. It's not the same without you here, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, I'll sit next to you. Okay, I'll sit on the little seat. So yeah, I am going to emboss this one. And I don't even know if you can see him anymore, can you? I feel like it's more important you see Ash more than you see me. Yeah, so I'm going to emboss this one, I think. And, oh, I think for the rest of the day, I'm just going to snuggle with you. Should I just snuggle with you? Should I? Oh, yeah, okay. Not too hot, are you? Yeah, I really do wish I had way less books to read in this vlog. I'm telling you, I'm struggling. But, like, at the minute, it's because, like, I do want this vlog to have gone up by now, and I still have what, like 4 books left to read. I think, is it 4? Yeah, I think 4 books left to read. And I'm just like, but I don't want to rush them. I don't want to rush them. I still want to take my time with them and read them and enjoy them. So I just have to keep pushing this vlog back. What have I got next? I might try and read something short-ish. Knock off do I fancy The Magic Cottage? Maybe I fancy The Magic Cottage by James Herbert, actually. Shall we read that one next? Let's read The Magic Cottage. Let's go downstairs because it's a bit cooler downstairs. And guess who's coming in? It's Tobu. Oh, hello Tobu. Welcome in. Welcome in. I got you. I got you. Ah. Oh, look at him. Look at me, little baby. Look at me, little baby. Missed you. Missed you so much. My microphone came off. Okay, time to try and get some more organisation in my life.
And Theodora's Tea Shop to Six of Crows. Because Six of Crows is a YA, it's a heist story. Theodora's Tea Shop is not the same. However, Theodora's Tea Shop does have found family elements that I only have about a month to turn around these edits. I would say these aren't going to be really, really big changes.
And then last but by no means least, the last book that I got for, it's not the last book that I purchased, but it's the last book in this stack that I got in June is With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. I have also read this one and I gave it 4 stars. There is a dedicated reading vlog to this one. It was an accident. It was the scavenger hunt vlog. I will leave a link to it up here.
Long story short, I think I'm in the first ever reading slump of my life. Yeah, I've never been in a reading slump before. I've gone 33 years without getting in one. At least not that I remember anyway. And I can feel it. I can feel it. No, I'm not singing because this is not a joyous occasion. I feel like I'm in a slump. I did finish The Magic Cottage. I'm giving it 2 stars. I will be tossing it as well. I just didn't like it. And parts of it is because I don't like the characters at all. This follows a couple. They end up taking over this cottage that was left abandoned in the woods. And it's not exactly a haunted house story. It's haunted by the memory of magic, essentially. And I wasn't there for that. I was not there for that. The abundance of metaphor and symbolisms and the talk of creativity and shit like that. Oh my god, I was like, end it, please end it. I was so bored by it. I was so bored by it, and it made me roll my eyes so many times. The main couple of this story as well, couldn't stand them. They did not feel like real people, and the amount of cliches that were thrown my way in this, it was too much. And this was written back in the 80s, I think this came out in the 80s, and I imagine this was not as much of a cliche back then. I guess it's kind of like if somebody watched Scream today after watching so many horror films, maybe they might say Scream is a bit of a cliche, but oh, I couldn't stand this, actually. I could not stand this. Why am I giving it 2 stars? I should probably just give it 1 star. But then again, part of me doesn't want to give it 1 star because I do think part of my resentment is the fact that I read this and I just wasn't feeling like reading at all. And I still persevered. I still pushed myself through. And I kind of wish I hadn't. But yeah, I didn't want to just finish 6 books. I wanted to finish at least 7 in this vlog. 7 is my favorite number. 7 is my lucky number. This came in a book box. I believe it was Abominable book box. And I got another James Herbert book in there called Ash. And I think this is like the 3rd book in a series. I did cancel my Abominable book box subscription last year because I felt like I didn't actually like very many books that were in there. And it was like 3 a month. Ooh, what's that? Oh. Someone's left McDonald's Monopoly in there. I didn't even see that. And yeah, the Abominable book box has like secondhand books, as you can see. And this one is very secondhand, very used, which honestly is genuinely fine. Like, I do love a book box that sends secondhand books. That's awesome. But like, I think this is the 3rd book in a series as well. And I just don't think the selections were to my taste personally. And I think I'm probably just going to end up unhauling this and just not even trying it. The only one of James Herbert's books that looks pretty good to me is maybe The Rats. I've heard good things about that one. I'm probably going to get rid of that. And yeah, The Magic Cottage. Supernatural horror can be very hit or miss for me, and this one was definitely a miss. It got a little bit crazy by the end, and that was when it started getting a little bit more entertaining for me. But it did just kind of derail, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Like, there's nothing much more for me that I can possibly say. I feel like I'm not giving you anything with this because I feel like I'm in a slump. And I've never felt like I've been in a slump before. So this is brand new territory for me. I think maybe I've just like pushed myself way too hard and it's made things worse. And I was like resisting for so long that I've kind of crumbled now. I'm just like, I'm done. I am literally done. I don't want to read anything. I really do not want to read anything. And I still have 3 books on this TBR. But the fact that I started this vlog nearly a month ago and I just haven't been able to just focus on this, I feel like I've just been too all over the place that now I don't want to continue. I don't want to read these. I mean, I do want to read these eventually, but the idea of reading them right now is giving me shivers. I can't do it. I know I can't do it. And I really want to read The Raven Scholar as well. Like, out of these 3, The Raven Scholar, I really want to read it. And maybe if I just like start a new reading vlog, maybe the idea of just starting something new will help reignite my passion for reading. But at the minute, I don't want to do it. And I feel bad because these were the only 3 books I had left. And this is such a weird TBR. This was such a weird random vlog, but I'm really glad that I still ended up doing it though. And like, I do love the fact that I could pick really random books off of my shelves to read that needed to be read. Some books I probably never would have gotten to for another year or 2. So there's that. Definitely stay tuned though, because I do want to get to the books that I couldn't get to in this video relatively soon. I just think I need to start fresh. I need to detox and cleanse, and we will be back on track. We will be back on track. I do have a fun idea for a vlog that I came up with yesterday, and I ran by my patrons. I was like, does this sound like a fun idea or not? And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. So I think just trying something different, trying something new, that might help get the reading juices flowing again. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do another hobby. I'm just going to do another hobby right now because I'm not allowing this reading slump to take over my life. Like, I can't afford to do that. This is my life. Like, this is my work. And if I don't read, then what have I got? What have I got? So pray for me. Think of me. Think of me fondly. No, stop singing. And I'm hoping by the time we do the next Emboss or Toss, I can finish the TBR that I set and we have wins. So let's wrap up this Emboss or Toss. I managed to read 7 books. 3 of them are getting tossed, 4 of them have been embossed. So the ones that have been embossed are the Jasad Heir, It All Began With a Scream, Grown, and When Marnie Was There. And then the ones I'm tossing are Lemon, You Are Nothing, and The Magic Cottage. Such a weird, random TBR for a vlog, honestly. Like, this is the weirdest and most randomest set of books I've read for a vlog in my entire life. But it is still a success because that means that is 7 books off of my TBR. But that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave all your comments down below. Let me know if you read any of the books that I read in Emboss or Toss episode 5. Let me know if you would recommend anything for a reading slump. Let me know if you would like to say anything in a future Emboss or Toss episode. I would love to chat to you down below in the comments. I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons for support my channel. If you'd like to join my Patreon, then the link is down in the description box. But yeah, I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.